Hey everyone, this is Tim from YourSixGaming. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to completely disassemble your PlayStation 4 controller all the way down. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is take out these 4 screws. And you're going to need a flathead screwdriver set, and I'm going to be using this Stanley screwdriver set. I just picked this up from Walmart, and this is a really good set. And I'm going to be using the number 0 that's labeled in this set and is 1.4 millimeters. So let's go ahead and take off these 4 screws. Okay, so we have these 4 screws. Let's go ahead and group these together and put them off to the side. There's going to be multiple screws from the inside the controller. We're going to want to keep everything together. Now, if you look at the controller, you kind of flipped around, you're going to want to create some separation right here, and then also on the other side, and then it should pop up. Apply a little pressure. Then when you're taking off the case, you kind of want to push it over the R2 and the L2 buttons so you don't knock those off by accident. So let's go ahead and do that now. And if you do knock them off, that's completely fine. Sometimes it's impossible not to do it, but other times I get it real good. And then you're going to have this cable right here that's connected. We're going to want to reach in and unconnect that from the motherboard. So that's unconnected. And then I'm going to take out my R2 and L2 buttons, and it's kind of good that those stuck on. I think it's because of the spray paint I have on here. It's a little bit more sticky. And you should have a little spring that comes with the R2 button. Let's go ahead and put those off to the side right now. Yeah, so put my L2 and R2 and my springs off to the side, and it's good to know how to put those back on because it's a pain in the butt the first time if you don't know the technique. Then I have the back plate right here, and we're going to go ahead and disassemble this first completely, and then we'll move on to this. And this is really easy to do. There's 2 screws right up on the top. Let's go ahead and unscrew those, and that's why we're grouping our screws together, because there's going to be about 8 to 10 screws that we'll have in total. So unscrew that, and this little black piece will pop up. Screw it a little bit more here. This little black piece will pop up, and you can kind of try to keep those screws in there. Set that off to the side, and then this white piece will pop up. Put that off to the side. And then you're going to have to lift up this little clear plastic plate right here. And there's going to be little sticky, I don't know what, foam black things right here that'll pop up too. So these do stick, so try not to put them on a surface that has a lot of hair on them. Put that off to the side. And then the light bar right here, we can go ahead and push that in and pop that out. Put that off to the side. And then there's 2 screws right here for the micro USB thingy. Let's go ahead and unscrew that. 1 screw out. 2 screws. Now these screws are going to be noticeably smaller than the ones initially when you unscrewed it from the back of the PlayStation 4. Just keep those together and keep these a little bit smaller screws together. And then this one should pop up. It may be a little bit difficult the first time you take out the micro USB plate, but if you kind of just lift up from the back, and there's going to be a little bit of tape on the front here that'll stick to the back of the controller. Then it should just pop on out and put that off to the side, and this one is ready to spray paint. Let's put this off to the side and get the front of the controller into view here. So here we have the front of the controller. Let's go ahead and disconnect the battery real quick. And that's the technique I'm using. I'm capturing the battery right here with my thumb and my pointer finger, and I'm lifting it up, and that seems to work the best if you kind of grip it like this and pull up. Now, I think this is the 2nd generation of the controller. Yours may look a little bit different. And this controller has this little black piece right here that'll pop up, and when you press it in on the motherboard, it'll make a clicking sound. Just a heads up, it'll go right here. Let's put that off to the side. And then this should pop up, this entire plastic black piece right here. And sometimes this one can be difficult to get off. So put that off to the side. And there's going to be one screw right here. Let's go ahead and unscrew that. I think that's 9 screws total then, off to the side. And then if you have any kind of grips on your controller right now, go ahead and take those off. Otherwise it will stick when you're trying to lift it through the little holes on the front. We are now ready to lift up the controller. Let's go ahead and clear the sticks on the front. And then get the rumble packs out. Before you take off the front completely, you're going to want to unplug this little wire right here that's plugging into the motherboard. And it's very simple to do. Just grab it, unplug it. Now you are going to be able to lift this up and easily through everything else. There we go. Go ahead and lift slow. And this will separate from the back plate. And then let's go ahead and put this to the side. I'll leave everything in view here for you guys. And you may get these share and option buttons that fall out. That's great. That'll save us a step. Let's just knock those out right now. And this can be a little bit tricky to put in, but it's actually really easy once you learn how to do it. Let's take out the touchpad. Just push from the opposite side, and this will pop out. And then let's get the face buttons off. Just rip this plastic piece over it off, and these will just fall out. Boom. Put those off to the side. Then the PlayStation button. I was thinking about painting this, but I never did. Now the D-pad. That will pop out. And there we go. The controller is completely disassembled all the way down to just the back plate and the front plate. And then you can go ahead and hydro dip your controller. Then if you want to spray paint it, you can go ahead and do that now. If you want to learn how to reassemble the controller, go ahead and click the card that's showing up right now, or watch my next video. If this video did help you out, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to my channel down below.